love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think obviously you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
And now Dallas' starting group. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Mobley. And it's Bagley in at the 5, down low. Now here's Brunson. Out to Bagley for 3. Knocks down the long J.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Here's Randall. To the inside. And stolen by Bagley. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist by Ingram.
If Jalen Brunson is out in transition, you know his first thought is, I'm going to score.
Outside Levine. Ingram against Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Jackson. Drains the triple.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Mobley outside. Back to Brunson. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here are the Jazz. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Now here's Bogdanovic. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State. Bagley for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Jackson outside. Over Ingram. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5 now.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Brunson passes to Bagley. Levine with a steal. They're running. The finish! Oh, okay then.
Body control, flair for the dramatic, Levine in style.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. The Mavericks trailing. Outside Bagley. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And while we have a moment, here's a good chance to bring up the top rebounders in the NBA this season. Bam Adebayo 3rd.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Brunson. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? And he nails the jumper. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson just 4 shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper? He's more than content to take it.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Zach Levine taking 2 shots.
First one falls. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Now here's Brunson. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game. Count it. Brunson's got 6.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Pritchard, the pass to Randall. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And here's Brunson. He has 6. Outside Bogdanovich. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
This is Bogdanovich's game. Catch, shoot, score.
Jackson outside. Pass to Randall. Adebayo, a screen on Mobley. Here's Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
No good on that one. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
Good on the second one.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. Levine against Bogdanovich. On the wing, Levine. Adebayo sets a screen. Utah with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, there's the alley. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Levine passes to Randall. Baseline try. No good on the shot. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 11 so far. And it's Ingram with the basket on the assist from Brunson.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, they caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
A different look here for Utah. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Jackson. And it's Beverly in for Pritchard. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Cadis checked in for Bagley. Thompson comes in for Brandon Ingram. Nimhart, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Collier in for Brunson. Utah with the ball. 4-point game. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Here's Collier. Beverly defending. Nimhard outside. Pass to Mobley. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Collier. Utah grabs the miss. Outside Levine. Tipped. Here's Collier. Beverly defending. Collier, no good. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Levine from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Levine's got 7.
Levine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
Here's Collier. Beverly defending. Mobley, a screen on Levine. Thompson passes to Mobley. Oh, a big-time jam! Slams it right over Gordon.
Oh, my goodness. Evan Mobley using just about all of that 40-inch vertical.
And they pick up 2.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the basket by Dallas. For 3, Randall. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Mobley outside. Here he goes. And he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. And with this pause in the action, here are the league leaders in block shots. 4th, Evan Mobley.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
Prosper's checked in for Julius Randle.
Prosper.
A minute 42 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Prosper. Back to Johnson. Gordon with a screen on Thompson. Here's Levine for 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Nimhard with it. Still without a bucket. For 3, Collier sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Here's Levine. And Levine, throw it down.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Nimhard. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Jang, he's checked in for Utah. And Dallas also making a switch. Ingram's checked in. Here's Shepard. 8 points in his last time out. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shepard, 1 shot.
And the technical free throw is good. Grant, soft touch, but hard nose. That's Reed Shepard.
Yeah, B.A. His shooting alone makes him a pro. but his tenacity, toughness, and commitment to his overall game give him a chance to make him a star.
Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Gordon. Here's Shepard. Takes it inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I love the decision there by Shepard to challenge the lane.
Dallas has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Keita. Now Ingram. Nembhard outside. Thompson, a screen on Beverly. Nembhard, the pass to Ingram. 4-3. Rebound, Utah. Fires from way outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Jazz leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. On the court for Dallas here in the second. Jalen Brunson is out there with Collier. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Keita in at the center position.
Well, that's why Ingram has been an all-star. He gives your team spacing, and he doesn't need the rock to score.
There's a screen by Jang. Elbow shot on the way. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Here's Keita. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Thompson with a screen. Throws it up high. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It'll be on G.G. Jackson. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Man, I'll say this. The mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Julius Randle's checked in for Utah. Pritchard comes in for Beverly. Here's Pritchard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the middle. And stolen by Brunson. They've got numbers. Pass to Bagley. Thompson outside. Bagley sets a screen. Inside. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Fires it. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Shepard's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. The Mavericks leading. Brunson looks it over. Bagley finds Bogdanovich. Brunson with it. Back to Bogdanovich. Takes a 3. Jang pulls it in. Bogdanovich has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Pass to Jang. Here's Shepard. Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Jang gets the bucket. Chang's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the shot goes in.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Utah. Mobley, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And so it's Utah with it. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Knocks it loose. Now Bogdanovich to the paint. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
LaVine feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jang. Outside LaVine. Here's Pritchard. Three-pointer. That drops. And it comes off an assist from LaVine. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Brunson. The 3. Jang pulls it in. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. The 3 ball. Another 3 for Utah.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Mavericks trail by 4. Thompson outside. Back to Brunson. Hey, from beyond the arc. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by LaVine. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Boy, the vision of Jalen Brunson is something to behold. This guy, an elite passer.
Utah has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Here's Jang, covered by Mobley. Outside LaVine. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Jackson against Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich on the wing. Off target with the 3. For Utah, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to Jackson. Back to Pritchard. There's a screen by Jang. Shot clock at 3. Outside for Randall. Off target from outside. The Mavericks trailing. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
And so, Will Hardy calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A different look for Utah. Adebayo's checked in for Julius Randle. Gordon comes in for Jang. And it's Johnson in for Jackson. Cadis checked in for the Mavericks. Nimhart comes in for Bogdanovich. Levine passes to Gordon. Back to Levine. Adebayo, a screen on Thompson. And he's going for the oop here. And Adebayo slams it in.
Look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Outside Brunson. Down low. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's gotten his first basket of the night.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Outside Johnson. Back to Pritchard. Here's Levine for three. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Mavericks. Into the lane. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Pritchard, the pass to Levine. Gordon outside. Back to Levine. Adebayo sets a screen. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Saturday, they head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then Sunday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Lakers, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
That free throw good from Levine.
Zach LaVine, one of the most entertaining players in the league. Boy, when he's cooking offensively, look out.
The Jazz making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Collier, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Mavericks have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Pass to Queta. Thompson against Levine. Mobley, a screen on Levine. To the paint. Gordon with a steal. Beverly outside. And is blocked. Thompson against Levine. Here's Collier. Back to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Levine.
Wow, solid swat from LaVine. Coaches and teammates appreciate when he's engaged on the defensive end.
Oh, Levine converts in close.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
1:52 left in the first half. Here's Collier. Mobley, a screen on Beverly to the inside. And Mobley with the basket on the assist from Collier. Mobley's got 4 points this quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Levine. Gordon with a screen on Thompson. Here's Levine for three. Queta pulls it in.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered. .111 left in the second. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Zach LaVine.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Ingram's checked in for Dallas. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. The Jazz have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. And Gordon with the big finish.
Just put the pass in his vicinity and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
Dallas has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Thompson scanning the floor. And there's the screen. Inside, here's Keita. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's Levine. 14 points for him. At the arc, Zach Levine.
Well, there's the versatility Levine brings to your team. This guy can go on scoring runs and keep you afloat.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Thompson outside. To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Outside Levine. Pass to Adebayo. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Tie game here in Utah. And we'll be back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. We're thinking about this shot.
You look at the Jazz, they've stumbled a bit, no doubt about it. But no need to panic yet.
Let's shift focus back to the Utah Jazz, who find little separation after one half of play.
One thing that's helped tonight.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, Zach Levine has been sensational.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Julius Randle out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Zach Levine. And it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
On the wing, Levine, defended by Bogdanovich. Levine, good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Brunson. Utah with the rebound. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by 1. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Brunson passes to Bagley. The ball's knocked loose. Levine against Bogdanovich. Battles for the finish. Zach Levine.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Mavericks trail by 3. Brunson passes to Bagley. Outside Ingram. Here's Brunson outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Brunson's got 14 points.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Randall against Mobley. With the fadeaway. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And they recover it. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Shepard, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Mavericks, sitting fourth in the conference early on and looking to move into that top tier. And of course the Jazz, a game and a half behind.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
There's a screen for three. Randall. The Mavericks pull it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Mobley passes to Bogdanovich. Drills it from deep. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Randall against Mobley. Jackson for three. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Mobley down low. Check by Randall. 6 to shoot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
Jang, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo.
One shot.
Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
Here's Randall. The shot no good. Ooh, good D by Bagley. Dallas leading by 5. Left side Brunson. Outside Bagley. Mobley passes to Bogdanovich. Now here's Brunson. 14 points for him. Shot from 12. It's blocked.
How about the timing? The rejection by Julius Randle. Read that one beautifully.
Knocked loose. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over for the Jazz. Prosper comes in for Randall. And it's Johnson in for Shepard. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Bagley finds Mobley. Outside Ingram. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Jackson. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Prosper. Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Pritchard, the pass to Jackson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Beverly, he's checked in for Utah. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Jang. Jackson outside. There's the drop. Oh, that's something else, man.
Beautiful. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Nembhard, the pass to Brunson. Nembhard with it. Johnson on him. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Oh, there's the alley. Pass to Brunson. Utah grabs the miss. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Beverly against Thompson for the lead. Tipped. They recover it. Goes back up and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
At the line for the Jazz, Jackson. 2 shots.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Collier, he's checked in for Brunson. That one's no good.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Thompson outside. Pass to Collier. Jang pulls it in. Jang's got 4 rebounds now. Beverly outside. Here's Jang. Back to Beverly. Jackson the screen. Beverly the pass to Jackson. Thompson pulls it in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Down low. All right, with this brief pause, let's take a look at the league's best passing teams. In the 3rd spot, Utah.
The assist numbers they're posting as a squad is a real testament to how willing they are to rely on each other. There's a lot of trust amongst these guys.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Jackson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Here's LaVine, and off the front iron, and in it goes. LaVine's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, LaVine not a guy you want to concede that mid-range game to. So skilled in that area.
Here's Collier. Nembhard outside from behind the arc. Gordon pulls it in. Utah leading, and certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's this steady presence he brings, and that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Both free throws good from Gordon.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
Gordon against Mobley. Pass to Keita. Here's Collier. This one for three. Tips it. Controls the rebound and the putback. Keita's got 9.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Beverly, the pass to Levine. 1:16 left in the third quarter.
Zach LaVine, explosive with athleticism, with his hops, with his ability to score the basketball.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game.
Zach LaVine taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So he can't get either to fall. Dallas has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Oh, got that one up quick. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, you have to love the decision-making of the big man, Mr. Mobley. What a pass.
Levine against Thompson. Now here's Levine. The D's right on him. Beverly on the wing. Gordon outside. Screen by Gordon. Here's Levine for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Mobley's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Pass to Collier for the lead. Gordon pulls it in. And it's Levine with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. Tie game here in Utah. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive end. Stay the course.
And Jason Kidd, he's helped create an identity for this team. Wants them to stay in character.
Yeah, and how they perform defensively, the effort they give on that end is a big part of that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter. Marvin Bagley is out there with Mobley. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Gordon against Ingram. Randall deciding where to go with it. And the shot goes. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Boy, how about the touch on the floater from Julius Randle? A little creativity.
Mobley outside. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Bagley up top. To the inside. Adebayo with a steal. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. For 3. Brunson nails it.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Pass to Adebayo. Mobley grabs the board.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Bogdanovich finds Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Boy, we know Evan Mobley is elite on the defensive end. Right now, he's got it cooking offensively.
Back to Pritchard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And they'll get another chance. Gordon with a screen on Bogdanovich. Second chance effort. Shot by Levine, no good.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
From deep, Mobley. Zach LaVine clears it away.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Randall, the pass to LaVine. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Jackson, he's checked in for Utah. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Brunson passes to Mobley. Back to Brunson. That one rolls around and rims out. Utah trailing here. Jackson outside. Pass to Randall. Over Mobley. Randall can't hit.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Bogdanovich passes to Brunson. Brunson with the finish inside.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
Pass to Jackson. Randall is screen on Ingram. Here's Jackson. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Second personal foul. First team foul. After line for the Jazz.
And it's tied up with that one.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Greg.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
It's both from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside Levine. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Pritchard. Randall outside to take the lead. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And he's going for the lob. Bagley, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Back to Jackson. It's tipped. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Levine. And now the Mavs on the run. Floats one up. Yes! And the a foul! It's on Zach LaVine.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And Dallas making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doors.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Jazz trail by 5. And here's LaVine. Pass to Randall. And stolen by Mobley. Outside Brunson. Thompson outside. Mobley, a screen on Adebayo. Thompson finds Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, you've got to put that length and frame to work. Evan Mobley sets the screen and creates room for his role.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Randall against Mobley. Pass to Pritchard. Adebayo, a screen on Brunson. Clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Dallas. Marvin. Third. At the line for 2.
That free throw misses. The Jazz making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. No good on the second free throw. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. Dallas leading by 3. Thompson outside. Pass to Mobley. Jackson against Thompson. Now here's Bogdanovich. And there's the lob. And stolen by Jackson. Inside. And Gordon with the big finish.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Here they come. Score, Utah.
Thompson finds Brunson to the paint. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Jazz trail by 3. Outside Levine. Back to Pritchard. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Jackson.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Bagley passes to Mobley. Outside Bagley. Out left to the wing. Outside Brunson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Tatus checked in for Bagley.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson defending. Here's Adebayo. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Brunson. Oh, the physicality of Brunson.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
Inside. It's stolen away. Thompson outside. With some arc. Here's Mobley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Aaron Gordon.
That's a high basketball IQ by Evan Mobley. This guy uses the aggressiveness of the defender against him. Smart play.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I think what Evan Mobley wants to do is win first and foremost. We know he's a defensive presence. His offensive game is starting to really develop. The future is bright.
Ingram's checked in for the Mavericks. For the Jazz, this one not looking good. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Adebayo. Miss after miss right now.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Outside Brunson. Fires from 14. Yep, that one's good. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Blocked! No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And we present the player of the game, Evan Mobley.